Then the data accuracy, one should avoid the avoidance and the fabrication of the data. Don't fabricate the data. Don't fabricate the data. Fabrication data of the data is not allowed. Even the falsification of the data is not allowed. Then selective reporting. Don't report only the highlighting data only. Don't report. Make it in a proper manner. Analyze it properly. Analyze, if possible, analyze it statistically. If you are not good in the statistics, take the help of the statistician. They will help you in improving your data. They will help you in managing the data and then come with the true or realistic data. Then avoid the redundant data, that is the overlapping publication. Many times it happens, that is avoidance of the overlapping of the publication, that sometimes one part of the publication is there, the same part or half part is being published in the next publication. Instead of that, make the series of publication. Part 1 deals with a particular thing, part 2 deals with the other things, then maybe the third. Say some people, they are working on one organism, say the person working on the one organism, say mango. If he is interested, he is working on the mango. First of all, if working on the ecological aspect, finish the part that is ecology of the mango variety. Then go to the next, that is the biochemical studies in the mango. Then go to the next, that is the genetical studies in the mango varieties, or maybe the cytological studies, and so on and so on. But when publishing such paper in the series, don't mix the earlier data with the next publication, because it is the overlapping, and is true, one have to avoid the overlap. Then don't go for the duplicate publication, because the duplicate publication will increase the number of the publication but not the quality of the publication. Even there won't be the citation for the same or the duplicate publication. Once the publication, the earlier publication receives the citation, the next publication will not receive the citation. So that's why don't make it the citation, or don't make it the duplicate publication. Then smiling or slicing. Don't cut the data from the earlier data. Don't cut it. Make it as it is, as simple as possible, and publish that data. Then approval and consent. So approval of relevant regulatory body is important. Institution or review board or ethical community approval is important. Then take the consent from the participant who are participating in that. Then avoidance of any form of the plagiarism. Prior permission for the reproducible material, that is a figure, table, whatever you are doing, don't use the table or the data uh, published from the earlier one. If it is there, take a public permission, take a legal permission, write to the person that we are interested in publishing your so and so data, publishing your paper so and so. Definitely the person will give you the or he will allow you to publish his data or publish his material. Then authorship, as already discussed. Then very important, that is a conflict of interest. Many times it happens with the pre-reviewers or the people who are reviewing those articles. Many times the declaration of the financial or the scientific interest that is influencing the finding, one have to declare in your publication ethics. Then plagiarism check is there. One have to take the go for the plagiarism check by using by using certain softwares available. Softwares nowadays, many online softwares and free softwares are available for checking such plagiarism is there. Then one have to go for the so for getting the authorship criteria. As I told you that not the person who has given the idea, but the conception, design, data acquisition, statistical analysis, and interpretation. All those who had contributed in any of such area should get the substantial contribution in the authorship or getting the authorship. Nowadays, the publication, that is open access publication, directory or journal, DOA journals are available. Committee publications, Committee on Publication Ethics publications are available, or Word Association of Medical Editors publications are available. Or nowadays, many websites or the databases are available where you can publish your data. Now, the PubMed or say the Google Scholar, the ResearchGate, and so many other, even the culture collection sites, and so many sites are available where you can publish your data with a very transparent or with a very uh, mm, proper manner. So many times it happens with the publication misconduct, that is a data fabrication, falsification or the plagiarism in proposing or performing the review research or in reporting the research results. And friends, this is happening nowadays on the very large scale. And uh, Digambar sir, how many time and how many minutes is I am having?
2 hours you can continue.
Okay,
Till 5,
okay.
half an
Till
hour.
yes, yes, I will. So many times the unethical behavior which happens with the misconduct of the publication, that is a desire to see the voluminous curriculum with many people. They want to show that no, this I had published this much of paper or this much of things I am having, and so he tried to uh, say uh, he wants to be the part of each and every research in his area or in his laboratory. Not necessary. Then many times it's to promotion and academic advancement, particularly with the faculties or the particularly with the people who are working in the uh, industries. They require a promotion, and for the promotion they want to show that no, this is how for last 5 years I had published this much of data or I had published this much of paper, or particularly in the private sector, every year the person who are working in the R&D, they have to give the presentation, and in that presentation many times they are giving that yes, we had work on this aspect, we had published this paper. So many times it happens, or sometimes desire of the grant sanction, because for sanctioning the grant, if you have the good voluminous uh, say biodata, or you are having the publication in that area, then and then the you are likely to get the research grant. So it is not a thing. If you are working in that area for a longer period and consistently you are working, definitely the granting agency is going to grant you these things. But these three things, what I had shown you, these three things are there, and mostly it happens some unethical behavior. Then competition among the colleagues, that we are superior, the other one are inferior. And many times the people try to prove that there is always the rat race, that how much of paper is being published by one group and by the other group. So there, all the time there is a comparison. So comparison should not be in that term, in not in terms of the number, but it should be in terms of the quantity of the data or the quality of the data the person has published. So many times it happens. Then to prove the professional supremacy, many times the people who are trying to prove themselves as they are superior in that area or in that particular sector, and that's why they many times it leads to unethical behavior, and then publishing the data or wrong data, or sometimes collaborating with someone and then publishing the data, and likewise the things happen. Then to become the guide, internal or external examiner, again many times it happens that uh, particular the referee or a particular uh, examiner to examine that particular area. So you require your biodata, a rich biodata in that particular subject is required, and some that leads to the falsification. Then the authorship and unethical dilemma, that another major cause of unethical behavior, that sometimes there is a dilemma that whether to give the authorship or not, up to some extent, up to what extent the authorship is to be given, and that makes the dilemma. And many times it happens because of the the person personal uh, because of the personal reason. It is not scientific, but it is a personal, that the person will think that no, no, I should not give the credit to my colleagues, I should not give the credit to my junior, and uh, that happens. If I am going to give the credit to my junior, then I will think that no, 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 I am superior. I had made the favor to my junior, or sometimes the favorism to the senior also, and that makes the dilemma in the authorship, in the defining the authorship. So inclusion among the authors of an individual which does not fulfill the requirement for the authorship. Don't give authorship, it is called as a gift authorship. If the person has not worked on in that area, don't give the authorship, because the authorship is, it is like a gift, because the person, if he is not in working in your field or he is not aware of your area of the research, if you are gifting him the authorship, he may not be able to justify the questions raised by the people in that area, or even he may not be able to give you the proper guidance in that area. And that's why don't gift the authorship. Please avoid gifting the authorship. Then many times it happens to oblige some senior or the colleagues or the family, or sometimes family also, that the I'm giving just an example, it may not be true, but sometimes the husband and wife both are working in the same area. So many times it happens, they, in one paper the author is a husband and the other is a co-author, wife is a co-author. In the other paper, the vice versa will be there. And both the if they are working in the same laboratory, in the same issue or on the same topic, definitely authorship can be given. But it happens that the person from the zoology is having the authorship in the paper related to the botany or related to the microbiology, because his or her family member is working in that field. And it happens. It is there. I have gone through so many examples. I have seen such examples also. or sometimes the senior may be the principal of your college or the director of your institute or the head of your department. You are gifting the authorship because he says, no, no, if you are working in this area, if you are taking the all the benefit of this lab, you have to give me the authorship. And that is nothing but it is a gift authorship or the just to oblige some senior or colleagues or the family member. Then pressured authorship that the person when use his position of authority in order to include his name as an author, regardless of not being thus qualified in the referred or the pursued authorship. Many times it happens that the mm, because some pressure or because of some influence, he want to include his name as an authorship. Then the plagiarism, the ghost authorship, selective reporting, and duplicate publications. These are also the part of the misconduct or the type of misconducts. Falsification, fabrication. Don't fabricate the data. Uniform consent is there, then breach of confidence. Particularly when you are dealing with the medical uh, or the drug development experiment. In that case, the people who are working or who are involved as a volunteers, either they may be the paid volunteers or they may be the volunteers, don't expose the data. Don't expose their name, don't expose their identity. Because if you expose such identity, in due course of a time, these people who are acting as volunteers, they might be going to get harassed or sometimes they are going to in trouble if they are going to be exposed. So don't expose such experiments. Even if you are doing the survey, in such case, don't expose the name of the people who had served, with whom you had served. Instead of that, you make the data survey number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. The consent has given, but don't expose them. Because when you are preparing such survey and other things, many times this survey will lead to form some policy decisions. And in that policy decision or in having such policy decision matter, if such names are going to be exposed, the people against this policy will be threatened in one or other. And that's why don't expose such confidently such participants who had participated. You take the note of such participant, take the details of such people, but don't expose the name and other details of such participant. Then simultaneous multiple submission. Don't submit your article manuscript to two or three publishing agencies simultaneously. First, submit to the one publisher. If you are going to get the remark from that he is not able to publish, or if he is going to publish, or if your data is going to be, if it is going to be a prolonged period for publication, you write to the publisher, take the consent from him, and withdraw your publication, and then submit to the other publisher. Don't submit one publication to two or more publishers at one time. Once you withdraw your publication from the first one, definitely you are free to submit to the second one. But don't do that. Because what happens? Because when you submit your manuscript or any research article, it goes to the blind reviewer, And when it is a blind reviewer, the one agency, other agency, and the third agency, all these agencies are their publishers, they send to the reviewer. So there is a chance of the reviewer might be same from the for all the three agency also, or sometime the reviewer might be having some pre-thinking in his mind, and he will not allow that data to publish. So don't do that. Instead of that, send it to the journal, to the publisher. If some delay is there, or if you are in the hurry that you want to publish your data very early, then definitely you have to retrieve it back, take your data back, and then go for the next publication. Then no disclosure of conflict of interest. Don't disclose it. Because many times it happens that the people who are working in the same area or having the same funding agency in the same topic, they might have the conflict of interest. And that's why non-disclosure of the conflict of interest is important. If such things happen, there are some procedure followed for the general approach for the publication of ethic of the editor board, that there is a allegations of misconduct, authorship and contributorship, complaints and appeals. So you can have this. It is the right that if you have any complaint against this, any particular, say, reviewer also, or any particular, say, group, you can raise it. You can go for the appeal. So you can raise your complaint, you can go for the appeal, and in that, again, you can go or you can proceed in the same manner or in the same manner. So the flowchart is already given in the standard or authentic publishers. Say the publishers like Cambridge, or say release publishers, or all such publishers who they have all these defined flowchart for this, and based upon that, if you have anything, any wrong thing happens with your manuscript, you are free to lodge your complaint and appeal to the publisher, and they will take the care of this. After that, they will rectify it, and if such thing happens, your data is going to be published. Nowadays, the DOI number is being given to all the authentic published online material, that is a digital object identifier number is there, which is uh, unique one for a particular publication or for a particular article, research article, or anything. So DOI number is nowadays available. Once you have your DOI number, no one is going to give it, or the publisher itself give it the DOI number. Or nowadays you can generate your DOI number also. Then the ISSN number, that is International Standard Serial Number, which is given to identify the title of a serial publication. It may be a journal, magazine, annual report, or anything else. And generally, it is the 8 number digit, which is with a earlier number with a uh, indicating the nation or the country, and the last one is the of the type of the journal or the type of the publication you are having. International ISSN is there, and IBSN number is there. Then how to identify the predatory journals? Friends, many of the time we are hurry in the publication. I don't know about your university, that whether it is mandatory to publish two paper, research paper, while submitting your thesis. But in our university, it is mandatory to have the two publications at the time of the submission of the thesis. So many times it happens that we are hurry in publishing our data, and these predatory journals, they are online, and these journals, they trap us. Many times they send the mail that we are publishing our journal uh, titles so and so, and the current issue is going to be there, which is going to be released on the 15th of this month. So ultimately, we are in hurry and we got trapped in these journals. So don't get trapped in those journal. There are some ideas to identify how these journals are there. First, that they lack the transparency. That these journals, they never give you the idea that what exactly which say which society journal is there, or which organization, or who are the publisher, the name of the publisher, the chief editor, then the sub editors, and the printing press details, and other, or even the ISBN and ISSN number. They are not giving in a proper manner. Then many times they give the fact impact factor. Nowadays we are running after this impact factor, and many people, they want to publish their articles in a very good reputed impact factor journal. Friends, they give the impact factor that for last 3 years the impact factor was this, say 6.1 or say 10 or like in the very higher number. So for getting the proper idea, one should go to the SIG platform and take the proper impact factor, that really this journal is having such impact factor or not. Then prominent languages are there. Sometimes I had seen some of the journals. They publish part of the article in the English, part of the article in the Hindi, or sometimes Marathi, or in a variety of the language. So the language is not a bar. They can publish the article in any language. So such things is not standard, because all the journals, say any scientific journal, they have their own language, either the American language, American English, or the British English. What type of the font is required? What type of the title should be there? What type of the symbols, the font size, the everything, the referencing, the table, labels, everything is very precise. Whereas such journals will accept any of the material, whether it is of the good quality or bad quality, they don't think about that. They only get it and get it published. Even the publication is not sure whether it is being published on the website, whether it is being published in the print form, nobody knows. But such things happens. Mostly they use the boastful sorry, they use the boastful language like leading publishers. The leading publisher or the broad journal title is included. Like say, take example, and we all deal with life science. They give the journal the title that the journal of the global research journal for so and so, or some international journal of so and so. Likewise, the title are given. So, international journal of some biotechnology, biomedicine, or some international journal of plant science, and so many other things are given. So, there is a no proper broad. The title is not in a proper manner, or not a precise, or even the editor members are given on their editor list, but their details is absent. Sometimes you will find the name of the person is there, but his detail is not there. Maybe his email is there, but the other details are missing. Or even his affiliation is there, but he may not be affiliated to that institute or that organization. Such things happen. or non-proper indexing, that the journal is not properly indexed. And a very important point, that many times in their journal they write that high acceptance rate, published within 2 or 3 days, or the manuscript is going to be processed as soon as you deposit the money. Such things are there to identify the predatory journals. And please, I request you all people, so please don't go to such journals. And sometimes there is an open access journal, predatory journal, and impact factor journal. So these open access journals, they give all these uh, say boostful language, like leading publisher. Then the title is some missing, or some type of mischiefs are done in the title, or even the predatory journals have the impact factor, where the journal citation in the reported in databases, or SIG reported Thomas Reuters citations, and so many things are there. And all these are the fake one, but have to be very cautious about uh, publishing our data in such journal. So don't go for such journals. Then journal indexing, that is a Scopus, Institute of Scientific Information, SIC, ISC journal. Then social science citation, SCI, science citation index, arts common, then Google Scholar index is there, or nowadays research get points, or research score points, everything is given. So all these are the sorry, these are the areas one should be very cautious about uh, sending your article for publication. So what is to be there? Sorry, you have to play by the rule. What are the rules? The rules are nothing but these are the guidelines formulated by that particular publisher, or by that journal, or by that particular society who is going to publish that journal. So read that guidance and follow that guidance. Only reading that guidelines and following that guidelines will definitely help you to get your article published. So you have to follow the rules, and that is only following the rules